he did help us. And he saved us from a terrible death. Yes, we expect him to do it again and again. How do you know he's gonna do it again? Because he ever did it. That's the power of testimony. He has ever done it, and I know he can do it again. I'm praying in the name of Jesus that from now, any area of your knowledge, any area of your destiny, any area of your calling which lacks the testimony, the Lord will give it to you. The Lord will give it to you in Jesus' mighty name. You should have something else that you know it works. Some of you do not happen to yourself. You hear it from others, and it will be more personal to you. I held it. God is able to do it. He can. He can. So that in the time of trouble and battle, you can remember. On Sunday Hill, God delivered a man from such a situation. I held that God did this, and I know he can do it again. So he makes you a student in order to make you a teacher. He's teaching you now, not that you can remain a student forever, but one day you can stand as a teacher because you are well taught. God has taken you through the lessons of life. You know these things work and these things don't work. You can easily learn to pray life or to prayer because you know it works. Somebody said he prayed and things worked. Powerful. So David, because of the testimony he had, stood and says, I know. If we go down fast from 47, let's just take that. Go back to 1 Samuel 17.
1 Samuel 17.
Do you know? How many of you, listen, just listen. Do you know when Jesus was transfigured in Matthew 17? In Matthew 17? Do you know the people that showed up? It's Elijah and Moses. Where was Angel Gabriel? Where was Michael? Why these two guys came down? Why not? I mean, these are people, the real highest messengers. We could have said Gabriel appeared. We see him all throughout the life of Jesus at his birth. The angel came and said things. But on this time, these matters were not supposed to be discussed by angels, because they needed a man who has ever walked into it. If you read the Bible, they came to discuss what is going to happen to him. And the ones who are the right to discuss on the matter are the people that have ever walked into that life. And God in heaven didn't see Enoch, because Enoch is one verse. Enoch walked with God and he was not. God says it's okay, but we want people with marks on their body, people that have been stoned, people that have been rejected, left alone to die. Let them have a right to talk to Jesus. Elijah and Moses came back and says, let's talk here. Death is not easy. We just want to prepare you. Are you getting this? Testimony helps your life. So those moments where God is building a testimony, be very, very discernible that God is building a testimony. He's building a testimony in my life. It's not just God rejecting me. No, He's building a testimony in my life. And I need to open my eyes wide. Now, look at this. And when the Philistine looked about and saw David, he disdained him, looked down upon him, for he was a youth and ruddy and of a fair countenance, very young. But this young boy has a bigger testimony inside. Is this talking to you? This young boy, he may look young, but he has a testimony. There's a fire burning in his spirit. Yes. He has seen the burning bush at the back of the desert. The reason why he's on fire for Christ is because he has something else burning inside of his life. You can't stop a man who has ever looked into the eyes of the Father. Never, I'm telling you. He doesn't turn this way as an ordinary human being. He has looked at something. He knows what works for him. And the reason why he's running in life is because inside of him, he's a stirred person. He's stirred by something. He's not running because everybody is running. No, there is something stirring inside of his spirit. Oh, God opens your eyes. May He allow you to look at something that will help you to run well. And that's the boy there. They look down upon him. But this boy may look very young, but he's stirred inside. And he said in verse 43, and the Philistine said unto David, am I a dog that thou comest to me with his staff? And the Philistines cast David by his goads. And Philistine said to David, come to me. I will give your flesh unto the fowls of the air, and to the beasts of the field. Go down, go down, go down. And David said to the Philistine, thou comest to me with a sword, and with a spear, and with a shield. But I'm coming to you in the name of the Lord. He didn't say in the name of the Lord, but in the name of the Lord of hosts. Do you know the Lord of hosts? You'll see him next week. You'll see him next week. It's not just the Lord, but it's the Lord of hosts. He says, the God of the armies. He says, I may look at Lord. You have no idea the army of God that is standing with me now, whom thou hast defied. Go down. This day will the Lord deliver you in my hand, and I will smite you and take your head from you. And I will give the carcass of the host of the Philistine this day unto the fowls of the air and the wild beasts of the earth, that all the earth. I learned something. When the devil speak more. Remember, he has said, I will cut you and put you to I'm coming to you. And he added vocabulary. Are you hearing what I'm saying? He added vocabulary. He didn't keep quiet. And he's taking the words to the sleep. No, he spoke back. This day will the Lord deliver you in my hand, and I will smite you, and I will take your head from thee, and I will give it to the carcass of the hosts of the Philistines this day, and to the fowls of the air, and to the wild beasts of the earth, that all the earth may know that there is a God in Israel. Oh yes, oh yes. 47, go down. And all this assembly will know that God does not save with a sword and spear. You have a spear, but we have mighty weapons. God does not need a spear. You talk like that because you know the weapons of your warfare. That is not a sword and a spear. Today you know that the Lord saves not with a sword and spear. If someone talks to you like that, do you know what you have done to him? You have lowered him to the lowest of all. Because you are looking at a man like this. He's showing you first degree. This one I did a certificate. I did a small diploma here. I also did another diploma here. I also did masters now. And just finished my PhD. And all these things. And you have got only one paper in like this. You know what you need to say? Today, you know that God promotes people not because of their papers. You don't keep quiet. You don't say, I need also to go to school. I will go to school, yes. But this post, I have to take it. I'll go for masters. I'll go for PhD. But this post, I'm not losing it. I know the weapons of my warfare. Are you getting what I'm saying? He says, for the battle is the Lord's, and he will give you into my hands. You say you may have connection, but I have a better connection. I have a better connection. I'm connected to the grace. I am connected to the Father. My Jehovah rules all. His kingdom rules all. That's the one I'm serving.